The Crimson Abyss pulsed with a life of its own, a realm where the boundaries of the spirit realms and the mortal plane melted away into a dreamlike chaos. Time and space no longer obeyed natural laws here. Islands of jagged rock floated in a sea of shimmering red light, and the sky twisted with swirling patterns of indigo and gold. It was here, at the edge of creation, that Kaela's final battle awaited. Kaela Everstride tightened her grip on her bow as she stepped forward, her boots crunching on the uneven ground. The echo shards, now embedded in the crest clasped at her cloak, pulsed with a rhythmic energy that matched her quickened heartbeat. Beside her, Soren Brightwind moved with calculated caution, his staff aglow with energy as he surveyed their surroundings. "We're close," Soren said, his voice a mix of awe and apprehension. "The Veil's tear is at its most vulnerable here, and so are we." Kaela glanced at him, her fiery determination masking the doubt that lingered in the depths of her mind. She had come so far, from the quiet ranger protecting Moonvale to a seeker standing on the brink of saving two worlds. But now, at the edge of everything, she couldn't shake the fear that she might fail. As they crested a rise, the source of the realm's chaotic energy came into view. A massive rift tore through the heart of the Crimson Abyss, pulsating with a malevolent light. Before it stood the Shade Sovereign, a towering figure of shifting shadow and glowing red eyes. Its presence was suffocating, an overwhelming force that made the air feel thick and heavy. Kaela's mark burned on her palm, the glowing symbol reacting to the Sovereign's power. She drew her bow, her gaze never wavering from the figure before her. "This ends here," she said, her voice steady. The Sovereign's laugh echoed through the realm, a sound that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere. "Brave words, Seeker," it said, its voice a chilling blend of whispers and roars. "But do you truly believe you can restore the Veil? The balance was broken long before you were born." Kaela's jaw tightened. "We'll see about that. The battle for the Veil." The Sovereign moved first, its form dissolving into a cloud of shadow that streaked toward them with terrifying speed. Kaela rolled to the side, losing an arrow that glowed with the combined energy of the echo shards. The arrow pierced the cloud, forcing the Sovereign to reform a short distance away. Soren raised his staff, summoning a barrier of light to shield them from the Sovereign's counterattack. The shadowy figure struck the barrier with clawed hands, the impact sending shockwaves through the ground. "Kaela! The shards!" Soren shouted. Kaela nodded, reaching for the crest at her cloak. The echo shards pulsed with light, their energy radiating through her body as she channeled their power. She loosed another arrow, this one leaving a trail of glowing energy in its wake. It struck the Sovereign's form, creating a burst of light that forced the creature to stagger. "You cannot defeat me!" the Sovereign roared, its voice shaking the very fabric of the realm. "The Veil belongs to the Shades now!" Kaela's heart pounded as she nocked another arrow, her mind racing. The Sovereign was powerful, more than she had anticipated, but she couldn't afford to falter now. The Ancient's Blessing. As the battle raged, the sky above the Crimson Abyss began to shift. Streams of light descended from the swirling patterns, coalescing into ethereal forms. The Ancients, the guardians of the spirit realms, had arrived. Their voices echoed in unison, a harmonious blend of tones that resonated in Kaela's soul. "Seeker, the balance of the realms rests upon you. We grant you our blessing." Kaela felt a surge of energy course through her, the power of the Ancients merging with the strength of the echo shards. Her mark burned brighter than ever, its light illuminating the battlefield. The Sovereign recoiled, its form flickering as the presence of the Ancients weakened its connection to the rift. "No!" it snarled. "You will not undo what has been set in motion." Kaela drew her bow once more, the energy of the Ancients guiding her aim. She loosed an arrow, its light piercing through the Sovereign's core. The creature let out a deafening roar as its form began to dissolve, its essence pulled back into the rift. Soren stepped forward, his staff glowing as he chanted a final incantation. The rift began to shrink, its chaotic energy folding in on itself. Kaela watched as the Sovereign's essence was consumed, the balance of the realms slowly being restored. The aftermath. As the Crimson Abyss began to stabilize, the Ancients' forms faded, their voices leaving one final message. The Veil is whole once more, but its protection is fragile. Guard it well, Seeker. Kaela and Soren stood in the now quiet realm, the glowing rift replaced by a gentle light that signified the restored balance. Kaela lowered her bow, exhaustion washing over her. "It's over," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. Soren placed a hand on her shoulder, a faint smile on his face. "You did it, Kaela. You saved both our worlds." Kaela looked at the crest clasped at her cloak, the echo shards now dormant. She thought of Moonvale, the spirit realms, and the journey that had brought her here. She had faced her fears, embraced her destiny, and become a beacon of hope for both realms. As they turned to leave the Crimson Abyss, Kaela felt a sense of peace settle over her. The echoes of the ancients still resonated in her heart, a reminder that even in the face of darkness, light could prevail. The Sovereign is defeated, the Veil is restored, and Kaela's journey has reached its end. But what lies ahead for the Seeker and the Spirit Realms? Subscribe to follow the next adventures in the world of Spirit Realms. Like, share, and comment to keep the story alive. Together, let's celebrate the power of unity and courage that shines through every challenge.